coming back from work and
I welcome you back to this session of the second part of isometric drawing. Don't forget, in the last session, I shared with everybody how to achieve drawings like this in isometric drawing. And I said that the basic thing that can make you to draw something like this has to do with some tools like snap style, isoplanes on top, left, right. So, but this object you are seeing in front of you looks like 3D, but is a 2D line that we have here, and it just what we looks like 3D. That's why we call it isometric. Is hinged at an angle of 30 degree to the plane, or 60 degree to the plane, depending on the angle we specify. But what I want to show everybody now is not just that, is how to combine your normal lines with circle in it. Now, I'm going to draw something that looks a bit deeper than this. So the first thing I'm going to draw is still going to look like this box. So, but how do you start your drawing from the beginning? I want to share a new screen. Let me wipe out all this. Let me wipe out all this. Let's assume that you have a screen like this that have its X and Y axis this way, and the plane is flat. Now, the first thing you are going to do is you are going to type in snap style. That's when you are starting fresh. You punch enter, type 1, and you're going to have that plane flip. So I want to draw a box like what you saw the other time. So I'm going to take polyline, click here, then I on my auto mode so that it can allow me to draw 90 degree. Now, you see I already have this isoplane already activated in top, but I need the left first. So I pick polyline and I said, draw for me 100. And I've drawn 100. So I need to zoom very well so that I can see this object very well. So I have 100 line there, depending on the units you specify. I assume we are using 100. All right. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to complete it. I want to make it 100 by 80 line. So I'm going to pick this, draw. Let me go up by 80. Then let me go towards that place by 100 again. Then I'll close up that box. Now let me bring it to your view. Good. So now I want to change my isoplane. I will change it to right. So I can take this and draw again. This time around, maybe I need 80. Then go down by another 80. Then close up that. Now I need another polyline towards this part. To go that place, it means I'm going to change my isoplane this time around to top. This time around, I'm going to change it to the top. So I'm going to have my polyline and I'm going to have it draw 100 mm and close this place up. Now, this looks like exact box in 3D, but this is isometric. Now we want to put in circle in the middle. So the first thing is that utilize your diagonal. Don't forget that we had a drawing in one of our episodes how to draw using diagonals. So I just want to use the diagonals as what? As a center line for my circle, because I want to draw a circle, but I need diagonals. I need diagonals to be able to draw that. So I'm going to have that diagonal. Just I need these diagonals. All right. Now, how do you draw circle? Don't pick circle directly to draw on polylines. It's on isometric. It will not work. How are we going to draw circle? Now, this plane is already on top view. You can see the flat, how my cursor looks is on the top view. I want to place the circle here. So you go to ellipse. eclipse. Pick any eclipse you like, but I want to pick the axis and end. Now, when you pick eclipse, don't draw anything yet. Come to the command prompt. There is Isocircle. Type in Isocircle or you select it. So I can click Isocircle. Then you come to the middle as the center. Then you specify the radius you want. So this time around, I need a radius of 20. Now, I want to do the same for the top isoplane. So I will change isoplane to top, to right. So I will come to ellipse, then select isoplane, isocircle, click the middle, and 20 again. I'm going to change my isoplane to what? To left, and I'll pick my ellipse, select isocircle, click here, and draw 20. Now, once you are done, you can pick your erase whatever is not needed. These are aiding lines. They are just meant to aid, to help you. Now, you can see what I've drawn. Now, I want to shock you that I can still do some stuff here. What is that stuff I want to do? You see, I just want you to watch on. I have my circle. I want my circle to be, I pick a polyline. I will go to the tangent of this and draw a line that goes long by 50. Good. You can see a line that goes on by 50, or let me make the line longer than 50. I need you to watch what I'm doing. Polyline, where is my polyline? At the tangent, you can see the tangent. If you can't see the tangent, you can hold your shift, right click, and select a quadrant rather. So that's the quadrant, and I want to make it 100. Press enter. So I'm going to draw another 100 for that place. Another 100, PL 100. So this time around, I'm going to spot exactly where the quadrant is. So let's go on. Let's see. I want to make use of, let's say I want to make use of this part, the quadrant, and I'm going to punch another 100. Good. Now I'm going to draw, I want to draw another circle here. So this time around, instead of worrying myself, I can just copy the one I've already drawn, or just pick any of the places and drop it here. Can you see? So I'm going to pick my trim, right click my trim, right click on your trim, and clip this place off. And I'll right click my trim. I want you to watch what will happen here, and you see what I've drawn. So I'm not going to stop there because I still want to draw something very pretty. You are going to love this. All right. So I'm going to make sure it's quadrant to quadrant. Then I'm going to pick another ellipse, and I'm going to pick my isocircle. And instead of me drawing up to 20, sorry, I'm going to change the plane, isoplane, to change to right. I'm going to pick my ellipse. I'm going to pick my isocircle, come to the center, and this time around, I'm going to draw the radius to be 10. So I'm going to pick erase to erase whatever is not needed. And you can see these objects I've drawn. You will think it's a 3D. I can do the same thing I have here for this place, for this place. Now, watch on what I'm going to do. I want to replicate the same thing I do here for this place and this place. So I want you to watch on. Don't blink your eye wherever you are. All right, pick my polyline. This time around, I'm going to look for the quadrant. But make sure you change your iso plane because that plane you are going is left. So I'm going to pick my iso plane, look for the tangent. This is the tangent. Now, pick, you have your tangent. Now you can see it's not allowing me to draw to the play towards where I need. I will click my apostrophe and iso play because I want to interrupt that option and say that this time around, just do it at the top. So this is it. I need 100 and punch enter. So click enter. So you can copy. What are you going to copy? Copy this and look for the bottom here and look for the quadrant. See, this logo for the quadrant is different from this one. Is showing tangent, 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 but this is the logo the symbol for the quadrant. Can you see? So copy this place and drop it exactly where you have the top of this. Now see what I'm going to do. Trim, enter, right click, delete this, so that nobody will think it's 2D. Can you see that I've achieved that? I'm not done because I'm supposed to put the smaller ellipse too there. Now, to make it tubular. So what am I going to do? I'm going to ensure that I change the ISO plane back to where? ISO plane, you need to know where you are moving to. ISO plane, I need to change the ISO plane back to left. ISO plane. Now back to left or right, left. Good. Pick your line. You might even draw the circle directly because once you select the isocircle and the ellipse rather, you can just draw it directly. The center line will be there waiting for you. You can see that. So I've drawn this. So the next thing I want to do is I want to achieve the same thing for the top. So this time around, you know that if you want to draw here, you have to change your ISO plane. Okay, I think I still have my ISO plane intact. So I click here. I will say that ISO plane go up by 100. Now, I want you to hear me out. When I want to copy this. See, I'll pick the base here and look for where you can find the quadrant, not where you find a tangent. Are you there? So once you are done with that, see what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy the base ellipse. I'm going to bring it up here. Now I'm going to my ellipse, click isocircle. Don't forget isocircle. Now look for it. Now it's not drawing well because I did not change the ISO plane. So ISO plane, change it back to what? Top. Select my ellipse, select isocircle, then look for it and draw 10. And you just pick your trim. See how I'm going to do the trimming. Right click, trim this place off because it's not supposed to be transparent, and boom, I'm done. So let me zoom it back so you can see what I've drawn. So that is how to draw using isocircle, polyline, your isoplane, and the rest, how to combine